You might be stressed out and anxious and feeling like no matter what you are doing and no matter how much you are doing, you're just not getting the results. Hey, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hey Mark, the podcast where I, Mark, like to talk about struggles and adversities, whether that be with your mental health, your physical health, your family life, your home life, or any entrepreneurial stuff that you might be going through. At the end of the day, I just want to let everybody know that no matter what they are going through, they are not alone. You are not alone, and I am not alone. We're all in this together. Whether you're watching this on the YouTube channel or you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much for joining us. Let's jump right into what it is I want to speak about today. Now, what I wanted to chat about basically was busyness versus productiveness. And what I mean by that is sometimes it can be very easy to make yourself super busy. You could be on the go all the time from the second you wake up to the second you go to bed. You might be feeling like you're just grinding all the time, but you're not getting the results that you're looking for. You might be stressed out and anxious and feeling like no matter what you are doing and no matter how much you are doing, you're just not getting the results. And all of these types of feelings, all of these stresses and anxieties surrounding these things are results of just plain busyness. It doesn't mean that you're always being productive with your time. And this is something that's very easy to slip into, and it's something that I even get into all the time myself. It's something that stresses me out and it makes me anxious because you're burning all this energy and you're feeling like you're putting in 110%, but you're just, like I said, not getting the results that you're looking for. And a lot of the times I've heard this kind of notion or message from leaders, coaches, and bosses, managers that I've worked for and worked with, where they start to tell me things like, you need to work smarter and not harder. And that was always something that really was frustrating for me because I felt like to get more results, I just had to put in more work. It makes sense. It's a simple equation, but that's not always the way that the universe works. So if you've been feeling like this, if you're feeling like I am, then some of the things you can start to look at are the types of things you spend your time doing. Are they serving you or are you serving them? And what I mean by that is, are you just going through monotonous routines on a daily basis that are actually getting you to where you want to be? Or are you just following through with routines and actions and habits that you've been doing for the last few months because you're just used to doing them? And it's things that you can start to do when you're not doing anything just to make you feel like you're putting in work. So when you are super busy, quote unquote busy, then you're gonna feel like you just don't have enough time in your day. You're gonna feel like you're exerting a ton of energy without getting the results you're looking for. You're gonna be feeling like your time is just always occupied and you're not making the progress that you're looking for either. And as a result of this, distractions are going to seem like a reward for you. So you're going to put in a lot of effort and energy into things that you're used to doing or you feel like might be getting you close to your goal, but then you're going to be rewarding yourself with distractions all the time, whether that's with video games or watching movies or just eating junk food or spending time doing nothing. This is also going to lead you to neglecting a lot of important areas of your life. You might be neglecting your mental health in ways like, not taking care of your fitness, not eating properly, not sleeping properly, not spending enough time with your loved ones, or even being present when you are spending time with them. At the end of the day, you're going to basically stop spending time and energy on things that are priorities for you or stuff that you used to value a lot more because you're spending all of your energy on these habits and activities that you feel like are making you busy. So the question really lies in, how can I be productive and not just stuck in this busy little rat race? Well, you're going to need to, take some time to sit down and do nothing for maybe 5 or 10 minutes and write out maybe a list of your goals or just even think about them. You don't even need to write them down all the time. Or you could even just speak to your phone camera like I am right now and just think about what priorities and goals you actually hold true to yourself. What kinds of goals do you want to achieve, and what kind of progress are you looking to make? What does that progress even look like? And how are you going to know when you're starting to get that progress, and what are the results going to look like for you? This is going to help you out with allocating your time a lot more appropriately. It's going to help you out with being able to check off, maybe a daily task list or a weekly to-do list, whatever it may be, but being able to allocate enough time for the things that are truly going to get you closer to your goal. So some examples for that, for myself, today were, edit a video episode and record this right now. And there was a couple other things on that list, like getting my workout completed and reading a certain amount of pages in my book and just paying a little bit more attention to my journal. That way, if I can knock out all of these little things that I know will help get me closer towards my goal, if I have any extra free time that day, I can spend it doing, some other things that are going to make me feel like they are rewards. And that's key as well. Also, bringing your rewards at the end of completing your to-do list, as opposed to feeling like you can spend all of your time leisurely and then cramming all of your to-do list in the last few hours of your day, leaving you feeling stressed and anxious and probably in a little bit of a lack of sleep for the next day, which is going to compound that stress and anxiety for the days to come. You want to have a clear vision of why you're doing each task that you're completing on your list. You want to have a clear vision of why it's going to help you get the progress you're looking for and how it's going to get you closer to your goal. This is going to help you out with envisioning what these results you're actually looking for and what progress actually looks like for you. When you are in a more productive state of mind as opposed to just being busy, then knocking off these things on your to-do list and feeling like you accomplished something that day is going to be a reward in and of itself. So that way you're not spending your time finding a little reward for yourself. You have that feeling deep down inside your soul or your gut or your brain or your heart, whatever you believe gives you these feelings, but you're going to have that reward already internally inside you. You're going to feel like you accomplished something. This is going to give you more confidence and reduce your stress and reduce your anxiety because you know you're getting closer to that goal that you've set for yourself. This is going to lead you obviously as well to feeling a lot less burnt out, because when you start to allocate your time more appropriately, then you're going to have a lot more time for yourself to be able to take care of yourself, whether that be in the form of, exercising, sleeping, or whatever it may be. If you feel like this content helped you out, if it brought you a new perspective, or it helped you out with kind of maybe making a list like this or reallocating your time, if it made you think of this type of dilemma a little bit differently, then please share it with somebody like your friends, your family, or any of your loved ones that you want to help out as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to the podcast, feel free to continue following along on this journey while I try and overcome these struggles and I share what helps me out. And if I missed anything, then share it in the comments below, or if you're listening to the podcast, contact me on any social media platform at Mark D. Henney. I'd love to hear your feedback. But that is pretty much all I've got for today. So thank you so much for listening to this. Have a good day, have a good week, have a good month, and have a good year for the rest of 2020. That's all I got. Peace out.